Hey everybody, Andre Hooks with First Team Hooks and Associates coming to you live, or actually as live as I can get with this video recording system I have here. I want to talk about something today that's really seemed to be a bone of contention in the public eye, excuse me for scratching my nose, something that's misunderstood about what's going on in the current real estate market, and that's loan modifications. And I'm gonna talk to you today real fast about that, but I'm also gonna read some information I received from an article from the Wall Street Journal back in September of this year. And what I want to do is I want to just educate all my loyal customers and people out there about what's really going on, what's really behind the Obama administration's affordable housing or making home affordable program. So let's start with this. The perception out there is that the Obama administration is going to make the banks do a loan modification. It's almost like people think that a loan modification is an entitlement for anybody who's in distress or having trouble with any kind of what I call explosive loans, or those loans that we know how they were received, where basically if you had a pulse, you got a loan, right? Well, what I want to do is I want to share something with you, because I've always maintained here, and my team and I have always maintained, that it's not a requirement, it's not a right. Some people believe it, some people don't. But I want to read you something very interesting that was sent to me by a friend of mine in the real estate industry. And what I want to read you is this. So I'm going to look down for a moment so I can read this to you. But what I want to read you is this. This came from Ruth Simon from the Wall Street Journal. Ruth Simon, excuse me, from the Wall Street Journal, September 11th, 2009. And the title of this article is "Loan Modifications Aren't a Right." And it simply says this. It says a U.S. District Court in Minnesota determined that borrowers don't have a right to loan modifications. The decision came in response, now listen to this, the decision came in response to a lawsuit by Minnesota homeowners that maintained that borrowers had a right to loan modifications. They also sought to have this lawsuit become a class action lawsuit, where basically anybody who had the same thought process could get on board on this lawsuit. The lawsuit alleged that the Obama administration's foreclosure prevention plan violated borrowers' constitutional rights because homeowners who were denied help under the program weren't given a written denial and an opportunity to appeal. Now listen to this. It further goes on to say the suit sought to halt foreclosures on homeowners eligible for the Obama plan until the government put in place certain procedural safeguards, such as creating a formal appeals process. Now listen, folks. The Obama administration forcing lenders to do loan modifications is what people thought was a right. Have you heard that out there? The government has put in place things that will help safeguard homeowners in their homes. The banks have to do these things. Well, let me read you what happened. In Monday's decision, this was back in September, the U.S. District Court, and the judge that sat on that court, her name was Judge Ann Montgomery, said that modifications weren't an entitlement, and pointed out that the Treasury Department, which falls under the Obama administration, gave mortgage companies discretion in evaluating the borrowers it helps. There it is, folks, right there in black and white. Loan modifications are not a requirement. They're not a right. They are a decision, a tool for the lenders to help out the borrowers if they feel that the borrowers qualify for the program. So, the Hail Mary of a loan modification, the thought process that a homeowner is entitled to a loan modification, is dead wrong. And we have been preaching that for the last 2.5 years. Now, I know you'll talk to some realtors, I know you talk to some real estate brokers who tell you otherwise, but listen, folks, let me be honest with you. You want to talk to an agent, you want to talk to a brokerage firm that actually knows what's going on. You want to talk to someone who's been involved in the REO industry prior to this REO industry we're in. So, who are you going to believe? Don't take my word for it. Don't take somebody else's word for it. It's right here in black and white, folks. I have it right here in writing, and it's a judgment that came down from the U.S. District Court just a few months ago. Loan modifications are not an entitlement. They're not a right for borrowers. So what you need to do is you need to talk to somebody who can evaluate the whole situation and give you an answer about what you need to do. And that's what we'd like to do here at Hooks and Associates over at First Team. We want to give you all the information. Information like this is what we get every day. We want to keep you in the know so you can make the right decision, folks. So with that, in closing, all I want to say is this. If you're in a situation you don't feel comfortable in with as far as your property, if you need help, you don't know where to turn, we hope that you can allow us to help you versus somebody else, because in the end we're looking out for you. So again, I'm Andre, Hooks and Associates over at First Team Real Estate. Thank you for talking to me today. We look forward to hearing from you. You can always visit us on the web, www.andrehooks.com, and you can always give us a call at our offices, 909-581-4606. And remember, people, our motto is always the same: getting you the results you need. No hassles, no fluff, just true results.